Hey guys, we are back. This is part 12 of Hexoatl campaign. 186 Tennessee. Hello brother, thank you for 40 months. Hey cookies. Hey huh. Oh, let me get that coffee. I've been up for 3 hours and this is just the first coffee I'm having today. Mm. Eligible vampire confirmed. Oh yeah, 50% vampire. The vampire side turns into a zombie during the schedules. Okay, this turn is in progress. It's not at the start of the turn. We're fighting a bunch of chaos. And we need to work with other people to defeat the chaos. It's a little bit risky, but we can't do anything about it by leaving the chaos invasion in the hands of the Reichland and the Karzakarak. If they manage to destroy Archaon, we'll get rid of them, but if a next wave spawns, it's gonna be a disaster. So far, we have never had a second wave of Chaos Invasion with 10 times Chaos. Never. This might be the first time. Hey, Elmeister. Roman is basically guarding this passage here so they don't cross. So they're gonna have to go around. Look at the Ultron, man, it's in ruins. And nobody even dares to get here except the other Chaos factions, the Wintertooth here. Hey Taurus. Thank you, Digger bro. Hey Shurikando. I just keep attacking them here. 50-50, and this guy actually has a Chaos Dragon. Chaos Dragon still at the rank 7. Hey, Professional Pega. It's early morning. It's 4:10 a.m. here. This army has massive durability. And we heal them as well. We have 4 Dreadsaurians. We have also 2 extra Bastildons with Verification Crystals for extra healing. And the Temple Guards are very hard to deal with unless they have Hell Cannons. Hell Cannons are great weapons to deal with Temple Guards, but rarely great weapons to get to the point where they actually freely can attack a unit without being harassed. There are 3 Hell Cannons there. This army deals with Hell Cannons in a way where we just tank the damage with Dreadsaurians. What you doing there in the forest? Look at these guys glued to the side. Okay. Give me a bigger growth here. Hey, they're glued on a bird. You think you've seen this bell already? Well, not on this battlefield. This is the first time on this battlefield. But you're gonna see this bell many times if the Empire and Dwarves don't defeat Archaon. You seen me play Hexoatl, right? I'm born to grind.
Oh my god. Have you seen that shit? Holy shit. What the hell?
Yahoo! Hexoatl waiting room. Few hours. Few hours. What you been doing lately, Rubio? Just working, man, grinding my ass off. Yeah, yeah. So, Dig Dug Bro has blown my mind today. He's blown my mind. According to the Creative Assembly Grace, we can't expect even any news regarding the new DLC until April or May. News! So, if they take their time, the DLC will not come before June. June! I'll be 1 year older by then. So this means that the wars will be broken for another 2 to 3 months at least. And they might not even be fixed on the release date. This is the state. This is our life right now, guys. Thank God I got back into PoE to pass the time. Wouldn't be in that situation where I don't know what to play. Those are the worst. It's like probably worse than depression. When the fun no longer is fun and you don't know what to do with yourself. Well, we have things busy ahead of us. This Hexoatl campaign, Tau in Gladius. I'm pretty much playing PoE every single day. I'm not so sure I'll start Delirium on release date. I'm not in the mood for another restart. But Delirium as well within the next 3 months as well. That's gonna be good to try. There's plenty of stuff. We're getting closer and closer to Cyberpunk as well. Warhammer 2 DLC, and now it will be somewhere in the middle. Gwent will get a new expansion as well. Looking forward to the new art, music. Okay, we're almost ready to go in here. El Sokener, well, make sure to get plenty of lube. Unless it's the next Elder Scrolls or Mumbo Jumbo Outer Worlds expansion, I'm staying away from RPGs for a while. Instead of these two Bastillons, this could be regular Pterodons, and they could totally destroy the Hellcans. I've just tried Final Fantasy XIV these past days, so the story after the regional was actually really good. Well, not to be a downer, but for me, Final Fantasy series ended with 9. It's over. I have not played the Rewind Regional Scene 2 yet, no. I would like to play it, but it has to be the right time. Nobody fired here. It's kind of hilarious that good Carnosaur charge and almost does nearly as much damage to the Chaos Knights as the Dreadsaurian. There's... Bushido's a chosen coming there. Those Carnosaurs just get countered by a giant, man. So massive damage. We counter the Chaos Knights, but the giants counter the Carnosaurs. A dragon is probably easier to kill than a giant with a Carnosaur. It's ridiculous. Makes me wonder if they buffed the giant just because of the Carnosaurs. The Carnosaurs got nerfed like 3 times. Look at this Chaos Dragon getting killed like it's nothing, while we're getting smacked by a giant. That is like mind-boggling. They have 80 attack and just do so much damage with this club. Yeah, Giant is extremely weak to range, but if it does its melee, it's quite powerful. A Carnosaur can win against a Giant, and it's supposed to be fighting this shit. Anti-something, yeah. This can be anti-something if that something is on steroids. Was chosen at just destroying these temple guards, giving them an ideal situation here. The Giants don't have armor. They got buffed in health, speed, and damage. So they buff Giants in a way that they actually counter Carnosaur now. Even a hero gets countered by a giant unless the hero has pretty nice resistances. Just massive health and damage. And Carnosaur is not a bad unit. Just multiplied a little bit over nerfed it. We laugh on giants because of the range superiority in the game. But if you can't shoot them down, they do massive damage. Carnosaur got nerfed several times over the past 2 years, and was not even any reason to nerf it because it was not even that good to nerf in the first place. But you know, multiplayer exists, so we can't really know the reasons. see what happens when a unit of Chosen get weapons and engages a Temple Guard. The Chosen just delete them like they're nothing. The Temple Guard can't even kill half of them. Well, they just die. You can get in a situation where the Chosen get weapons get into engagement with Temple Guards. You're gonna send one of these dinosaurs to fight the Chosen. Temple Guards can go okay against the Halberdiers, but against the regular Chosen, the Chosen get weapons, they lose. It's almost 50-50 against the Halberdiers, almost. Still in favor of Chosen though. And the Blessed Temple Guards win against the Halberdiers. They win against the Chosen, but they still lose against great weapons. Even with full magic support, the Temple Guard still loses the great weapons Chosen in rank 7. That's how powerful the great weapons Chosen against 7 infantry. I could have used Shield the Old Ones, and I could have used Curse of Honor here, and but it's not really casting for just one unit. I should have just had a Dread Sword and fight him there in the first place. But this was just a little bit fail fish here. This is why you didn't take massive damage. When you have screw-ups like this in a battle, you know it takes serious damage. One screw-up is fine, but when you have 5 screw-ups, then you might even lose the battle. But still, killing Dread Saurians is next to impossible with one army. So, the only risk we have here is losing a couple of units. At Tinder. It doesn't look like 100 range. It looks like 150. It can be right. Nick says I just bought the game and started a campaign as Dark Elf guy. I think I've been losing in easy. But I do not recommend starting with Dark Elves. It's not really good faction to get into the game. They're a bit try hard, you know, edgy. If you're really new to the game and new to the Total War or any of these things, go with the Itza. Go with Itza, or go with Lothar. Hold on. Why did I move these guys? I want to actually see this. That was a 150 range. This unit used to have a 150 range before, and somehow it still uses a 150 range. Is it a chance that they actually changed this to 100 meters, but it is still 150? So he's, you see the yellow arrows. This is where he has to be to cast it. So he has to get here to cast it. It doesn't even look like 100. It looks like 150. He has to get here to cast it. This is not 100. This is 150. Makes you wonder how many other indicators are bugged. This is not 100, this is at least 130. This spell has a range of 200 meters. So this is supposed to be 100. Look at this. So this is 100 now. This is way off. This is way off. So this is 100, and this is 200. What the fuck? How did we not realize this before? This is 100. Range 100 meters. Red, it's casting it. Red, it's casting it. This is range of 200 meters. So between Bastiladons is 100, and between the Pep, the Slan, and the Arrow is 200. That shit makes no sense. I just use the Awakening, is the same thing. Awaken has the goes from the center, doesn't have the radius. This is way off. 200 is not 200 and 100 is not 100. 100 is more like 130 and 200 is more like 170. But it's red. It's showing red, G-Zone. It's not a camera angle if it's showing red. We use it while it's red. One thing is a camera angle, one other thing if it's green or red when you cast it. I actually remember something now. I had a couple of siege battles where I was casting a 200 meter spell at a distance over 300 meters. And the reason for this was because obstacles in the way. So your character trying to get there, and he can get there, and then he realizes he can't get there, and then he casts the spell anyways. And I can pretty much confirm this if I remember next siege battle. Let's get damage for Temple Guards. This gives them magic resistance, armor, and weapon strength. This one is pretty high level already. There's a chance we auto-resolve this Temple Guard will die, and we already won a unit under the max, so it's not happening. It's a very small chance though. You know, Rubio, they adjust these things because of multiplayer, you know. If you see abilities with 100 meters or less, it's the main cause for it is multiplayer. Most of these abilities had a bigger range in the past. Maybe what this is about is the units. It's somehow they can't put this on 123 meters or 130 meters. Then maybe have to put it 100, 150 or 200. They can't put it like 120, 130, 125. So it's between 100 and a 200, and you have to guess how much it is, because it cannot be 125. Maybe they have like the tiers of range, like 30, 40, 55. They use always the same numbers. Then they have 100, 150, 200. Some spells can go even tripled. Maybe this just is basically telling you the spell this can be 100 between these two. I mean, it could be looking as 100, but it's red when you cast it. And then you look from here to there with a 200, and it's not 200. It looks much less. Even if it was 100 between these two, then the 200 on the other spell, it's much less. So we put them in the same line like this. They're basically on the same line here. The center of the unit is it's a line. It's like at the same point in distance. What do we have here? This ability has a range of 200 meters. 100 meters. This is 100 meters. I want to see here, Chaos. He's doing some signs. Fuck off. This is exactly 100 meters here. Exactly. It's actually a little bit further back. What if I cast it like here? This is red, it's not supposed to cast, it's supposed to move. Okay, he moves, so this is looking good. This one. Okay. So 100 meters here, 100 meters there. A little bit back. This is more like 120 now. It's definitely a little bit further now. Look at that. Look at that! And this guy had to move. This one has over 100 meters. It's just confirmed. You seen that? You seen that? Camera angle my ass. This guy moved forward to cast it there. This guy, I moved him further back and this guy just cast it. It's 130 more like it. Okay, at least we know that this has a little bit better range. Maybe even close to 150. This is 150, easily 150. He's moving forward. You see how he's moving forward? It is like 130. This is not a 100. This is 130 at least. But the Flock of Doom, it shows 100. It's actually maybe even lower than 100. It's more like 90. These numbers are not correct here. And you know why I know it's like this, guaranteed? It's because I've known this for ever since I started playing Total War games. That the range indicator, since I started adding them into the game, are not correct. That radius around the unit, or the range of the unit, it's usually much less than it is. About 10% less. On some units actually more. We're talking about the range indicator. On most units it's working fine, but on there's quite a bit of units which this is not correct. And you know, you could say it, you know, it's because of terrain. It's because of terrain, yeah, mambo jumbo. Why the pistols can't shoot at 80? Why do they always shoot at 60? Even after the range upgrade, they never even shooting much shooters before. Let's see that one more time. Of course, we would need like a perfect flat terrain to confirm if the terrain does anything to it. This is perfectly flat here. Select this, this, and this. Okay, make sure they're on the same line. Cast that works. It's 100 meters. This is just out of range. So this is even further. And let's move him a little bit back. It's 100 meters. So this is over 100 meter range. Between 120 and 130. Let's try to cast Flock of Doom on the unit. Yes, to move. It's 200. This is fine. This is 100. Let's see if we cast them both of them, because they're not on the same distance. This one is a little bit further. So I'll keep the Flock of Doom activated. This is 100. Lower cast. So we know that's 100 meters, and we use both of them here. And both of them casted from a farther distance. Try to cast this a little bit in the red. You had to move one step to cast it. Maybe, I mean, we could just try to defend this somehow. Maybe so they don't have to move all the time to cast it, because the tune is supposed to be pretty much short range to cast this thing. Yoo-hoo. Pretty good if you have healing manual. We have mainly jungle dominion epicenters in this army. We haven't touched any of the unique stuff there. We get the campaign skills, battle skills, and the caster skills. And this is like minimal investment battle skills, 2 here and 2 here, and the final one. These two are kind of waste here, so it's this is a life lore slan mage priest. Life bloom will be triggering on every cast, so if you had to pick between this is 3 skills are pretty weak. This is absolute trash skill. This one it does shit when you're healing and you have 2nd generation. So this is not even good on the life slan mage priest. While this one, and this one are very good. So if you decide to go basic battle skills, campaign skills, and the Great Art Conduit, all 3 at the same time, I recommend just get Focus of Mysteries. 50 magic resistance here is nice though. No, the Dread Saurians are underwhelming, manual. They're underwhelming. It's like the usual CA treatment on the new units. Poor technology implement. So it sounds like War Wagon. Minimal effort compared to other units to make it better with technologies. That's for starters. And the other thing, the unit is too huge. It is just so large that the stats are not justified. The attack should be higher and they should have more missile resistance. And let me blow your mind here. Toughness wide, other than the health, is the weakest dinosaur. Also has the lowest charge value of all dinosaurs as well. Lowest charge value. So you're telling me a Feral Bastildon is gonna crash into a building, gonna damage the building better than a Dread Saurian? Toughness wide, if you don't have healing, it's the probably okay. The ancient salamander is squishier, but it's still much smaller and faster. You know, the ancient salamander is fast, so you have to take into account this. So, taking into account Bastillodons, Carnosaurus, and the Stegodons, these 3 into the account, it has the lowest toughness and the lowest charge value. So, I can give you visual here. So there are multiplayer units here. Fellow Stegadon, 76 charge value. Fellow Bastildons, 34 charge value. Then you have Stegadon, 70 charge values. Their counterparts have all the same. Then you have the Ancient Stegadon, 70 charge value. And Carnosaur, 50 charge value. Now you have Dreadsaurian, 30 charge value. It's almost like, oh man, Godzilla has so much health. We can't give it all that armor, missile resistance, and other stats good as well. It can't be good at everything. We have to nerf it in other categories. Let's just make it massive health, massive damage, but let's make everything else worse. You know, it has to be balanced. It's like two idiots balancing, you know, thinking. This thing needs another 10 missile resistance and technology which adds other things to it. I mean, you've seen my video with the Lizardman. This should be, this one should work for Stegadons and the Dreadsaurians. While this one is somewhat okay. I still will want to see Bastildon here. And this technology here, the laziest technology of them all here in this technology tree, should have physical resistance and other stuff to pretty much all the dinosaurs. All of them. If not worth save. And you know why? Cause this skill doesn't give any resistances. It's just leadership, charge bonus, and armor. What's up with this guy's getting leadership, charge bonus, and armor? Already charge bonus on single entity is pretty weak. They already have plenty of armor and then they get leadership. Warhammer 1 factions have better this type of technology than the Warhammer 2 factions. Especially against the Lizardman. These units are huge and they need resistances. Otherwise, they are never going to work without life lore. But this is not just the problem with the Lizardmen, this is the problem with all the factions. Especially the ones that don't have healing, like the Greenskins or the Chaos, for example. Norska too. These huge units need more toughness on the technologies because the range is dominating. Melee is gimped and the range is just too OP. Without healing, it should make it doesn't even any sense. You have to have very extremely powerful units. Guess we can get opportunities we haven't even touched campaign skills. It's gonna be in the army. Oh, nice. Forbidden Road. Oh, it's nice to find a Forbidden Road. These things they used to have a crazy duration and almost no damage to the user. That was properly balanced. It was like one of those things that are actually properly balanced in this game. What do we have here? Arrow down, arrow here, arrow there. Oh, legendary, yeah.
Never.
This is pretty nice. Pretty nice. They have plenty of large, but still enough infantry so they're not gimped in a siege. Not weaker in the siege. Get another King Chief. Capacity for 4. This is a mess down here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 armies. Temple of Kara is a dipshit. There's an army here as well. It does look like the city will burn. These guys will wake up in a few turns. As the moon is back in Lastria, so we'll be clearing them. But Ultuan is just poof. Be gone. Without a high LC, the next wave is gonna be catastrophic. Oh my god, they actually got to the Vulture Mountain. What the hell, Cetra? What the fuck are you doing? I'm gonna lose a city here. Not supposed to. This is supposed to be safe. Safe behind the mountains. What the hell, Cetra? How much money are we making here? 1300, 700, and 1400. Can't believe they're actually raising this. What the fuck is Cetra doing?
Attend your king, slaves. Submit.
And it looks like this guy might have been become too much for the setter there. The ball is rolling and almost like he can't keep up. These armies, when they get rank 9, they're actually quite powerful against Doom Kings. Doom Kings can't win. When these armies get veteran, they just can't win. One thing is facing a rank 0 chosen Chaos Knights and other units, but when they're rank 7, that's a totally different story. They get rank 7 in under 25 turns. We'll rebuild the last 3 here, and hopefully Archaeon gets defeated. Because I'm not sure what's gonna happen in the next wave. The next wave is it's the real hard one, when they actually get full Chaos Invasion Force. If somehow they get a wave after 2, they're probably gonna destroy everything. But that should not happen. Should not happen. Then again, Ultan should not be raised. And it happened. You think Chaos 10 times will make the Warriors campaign easier? No, no. Will make it much harder. What do we need about this? We could try to shoot a couple of Hellcannons down. Losing this part of Lastria, losing this part of Lastria was not really planned here. And they still haven't touched down Itza, and their 2 armies are going around. Ten times killed it, what Elich never could. We just give up so we don't do it for another 2 days, Lord Drago. But yeah, sure you can say that way as well. That Whack-A-Mole campaign, when I conceded destroying Ultuan, I didn't want to waste two days building up more armies to raise Ultuan. Would have just burned out and played something else for a while. No Vanguard here, huh? I have not played Tau yet, no, Emerald, after this campaign. You can joke all you want, guys, about Chaos, but this is you joke about regular Chaos. Don't joke about 10-time Chaos. Because the moment they get the rank 7 units, they actually murder people. If you don't have everything ready to defeat them on the first wave, shit happens. It actually is end times.
Javelin through dance. It's a lot skin.
For Zergar.
It's not guaranteed that the other factions will always be ready to face the chaos the moment they appear. It's not guaranteed. And you have to be leading the main defense against them, which we are not, because we are far away from Archaeon. So it's out of our control there.
Skinks.
So what are we trying to do here? I'm trying to destroy a couple of Hellcannons.
Surasars.
In the current state of the game, in 3 times chaos probably with the bloody hands manual.
Surasars. Garmundi.
Okay, hopefully this terror doesn't get my stuff on the right side. I have to avoid it. Was that a Manticore?
Master. Goreslas. Leo Hexoatl. Hexoatl. Jakan. Jak-tak. Tek-chok-tok. Jak-tak hash. Har-chok-tok.
It would be nice to go over those Hellcannons and drop the bombs. That'll be massive damage.
Zoom-sotek. Sa-tek-tek-tok. Jak-tek-tak. Tek-hasa.
Nice Drake hit there.
Fuck. Sumas-lisa. Sotek. Sa-tek-tek. Klotchak. Gorzax.
I'm not as accurate as the Regiment of Renown.
Master.
The Regiment of Renown gotta kill stuff on every wall level, not these guys.
Jak-tak hash. Jak-tak. Jak-tak.
You can still get rid of all 4 Hellcannons, I'm pretty sure.
Sa-tek.
They're more accurate with experience. The Regiment of Renown starts on rank 9. I'll recruit new units out of these Hellcannons, but it might not be Hellcannons. So it's worth bringing them down. We can't kill any other units here, they're just replenish. Okay. All the Hell Cannons been destroyed. What about that Chaos Knight units? 39 riders. Feels like almost killable. If you don't bring the number under 4 riders, they survive and they replenish. Boondy! You guys not taking any damage. How is it even possible? Let's see if we can get these knights. We have to kill 33. It's up doable right now, but my guys made it out. So tanky with rank 7. My guys just can't hit him. Anti-large infantry cavalry. We get rid of 4 Hell Cannons though. That's a win here. Lost the Chamber of Vision's landmark. Holy fuck, there's so many of them. Looks like they switched to Sultans now that everything's dead on the other side. They go Lastria and then switch to Southlands, that's how they do it.
Sheesh.
This Itza is somewhat recovered here. This is bad. Just gonna lose everything here against that. It looks like Cetra actually might get killed here. At least we stop them all here.
No.
After a certain point in the campaign, the chaos rises. You know, like heralding like a doom event, and they started invading from here, and here. They do get several armies, and after a certain point of time again, or if you expand enough, they invade with their best armies, with even more armies. With also the same areas plus here, and they want to destroy the world. They're just horde factions bound to destroy everything. In a regular game, this is not really a big threat right now. It's basically they just get destroyed very fast. But in this current game, we have 10 times the regular amount of chaos. So they're a huge threat. So instead of fighting 9 armies of Chaos Invasion around your area, you will need to fight 90 armies, 90. And they do spawn 90 armies on each side, which is you know, a total of 270 armies, not counting the Norska next Badlands. And they can come with multiple waves depending how the invasion progresses. So they can get reinforced again. This is all a very corrupt area, so we have to sail around. There's a boat here. Hey there, friends! Very nice of you to give me a bell here. Unfortunately, this is not very good auto-resolve. I have no health, but if the army was full health, this is ideal auto-resolve. Temple Guards have some magic resistance and missile resistance. This combined give them 25% resistance to Hell Cannons. This army actually uses artillery. We have a King Chief on 4 with 3 Blessed Stegadons. This is long range artillery. Sniping important targets, in this case gonna be Hell Cannon and the Chariot. When the enemy gets closer, we just grind them down with the halberds. The Reproductus makes killing go faster. And we have massive characters here as well. Mazdamouni being the biggest. So, destroy that Hell Cannon, don't fire at will. Get some healing, damage reduction. Hell Cannon will be sniped by the artillery. The artillery is very accurate on this rank. Not all rank 9, but they're getting there. The halberds. I had the halberd in there. That one actually can do high damage into Mazdamundi. Artillery down. We'll switch fire to the chariot. Chariot can get hit even twice by the same projectile. Massive damage. That's why the cannons can delete the chariots very fast, because you can penetration for double damage. You can send Temple Guards to close this. Let's hope we get RNG, good RNG here. That was okay. Better. The chariot on the right side is getting destroyed by the Stegadons. We'll send these Reproductors to kill the chariot on the left side with the Carno south. Everybody shield. Drop a meteor. Or in this case, comet. That's massive damage. Get rid of their attack. let's send in the terror here. Now that they're all nice and damaged, cause the early rout. Going in for the kill now. The reproductive skill Chaos Warriors. They will lose to halbers now. Ideally, the great weapons, the great weapons will be the weakest. Let's get rid of the attack here. Oh, they're out. I need to do anything. Have massive protection in this army and massive support. And it's very nice to deal with a lot of stuff. We'll cast a couple of more apotheoses, so we heal some of the units. We're taking a lot of attrition crossing the ocean. Get about 500 health every time we cast apotheosis. But what's more important, we get Shield of Sulfur every time we cast it, so the whole army gets damage resistance. It's good during a fight like this. Some of the infantry and larger units, monsters units, will replenish when we kill an it. But the single enemies are bugged, they don't get health from this. So we have to just heal them in battle a little bit longer. On Legend difficulty Nick, the AI will get rank 7 in under 25 turns by just doing nothing. It's how the game works. On high difficulties, AI gets experience every turn. So to give you an example here, this unit right now needs 702 experience to reach rank 7. AI just passes 2 turns, it's rank 7. All these units did not earn experience in battle. They just earned experience by being on the campaign map. Like I said, in 25 turns they all become rank 7. Otherwise, the Chaos lose decisively against pretty much any faction in the game. But once they get rank 7, due to their numbers and quality, they actually become a threat as well. Another ideal auto-resolve. Pressing this button has a chance to drop health on the dinosaurs. It even has a chance to kill the Stegodons. So we can't take this chance. These units are rare. This is some of the strongest units. And losing them in auto-resolve would be rage-inducing. In a battle where they absolutely stand no chance. Otherwise. Not only we just stomp them in this battle, but we actually heal our units. First phase of the fight, shoot hell cannons, shoot chariots, and then just kill them. A little bit wider here. Have 4 long-range snipers here. Kroxigor is pretty much a placeholder in the army until we get more Blessed Stegadons. We do have battle skills for them, even veteran battle skills, but the Stegadon is way superior the moment we unlock them. So in the end, we had some fun with Kroxigors, but in the end they'll be replaced and the battle skill will do nothing. That last battle skill is a filler, usually magic resistance or missile resistance for Mazdamundi, but he already has massive resistances, so it does not matter that much that we put a battle skill into the Kroxigors. 1 point. Start by destroying the Hell Cannon and then we'll shoot the chariots. It's probably a bit overkill to put 2 Stegadons shooting the chariot. We'll probably just put them in groups now. But Hell Cannon snipe as fast as possible so that he doesn't get 2 shots. These guys have a bolt thrower, very accurate. The Blessed ones are more accurate even than the Hero, I'm pretty sure, because of the experience. And they not only have a shoot faster, but they also have long range. The Hell Cannon is about to explode. Miss. Next shot, next shot. Need about 7 direct hits. What the hell? Come on guys, what are you doing? Okay, direct hit. Shoot the chariot now. We'll weaken the chariots and then we'll switch to the Marauder horsemen. Look at the direct hits, those are 2 direct hits. Massive damage. The chariots are pretty weak against our army, but they're easy to hit with Stegadon, so we target them. Chaos Halberdiers here and 1 more here and 1 more there. 4 of them. We'll probably just let them get on the temple guards. Move back, boys. Since this is a pretty much specialist artillery, it can fire over the infantry easily. This unit can fight in melee and can fire artillery at the same time. Pretty much like a living steam tank. So we can get a good shot here. Maybe some damage resistance. Let's go start some melee here. Here's the orbital laser. Can do their attack here as well. No fire at will, boys. Don't want to poison their own units. Fire at will is good if there's nobody around them. You can send the Federal Dracula to kill the Chaos Marauders. We don't want to send them because there's so many halberds around. They take away from the Gentian halberds. guys in the back just sniping. Group 3, 4 and 5. Let's get rid of their attack here. Let's get rid of even more of their attack here. Put their units to almost no attack. They still have 8% chance to hit. The CA had a response on Reddit saying that there'll be no news until April or May. No news. So we might not even get a DLC until June. Late May or June. Looks like they were missing through the trees. Get rid of 2 of their armies and keep moving here. We need to get here. All of the cities are under threat. It's a might recover. It might be time to recover here with Itzev once the Moon gets here on time.
Never.
The city could actually win against this with a little luck. If they don't get 4 more heavy infantry units. Which one is holding the siege here?
Cease. I think not. Beyond your comprehension.
Beyond your comprehension. We do have to save this city here and this one here. This one has gonna recover easily here.
Beyond your comprehension.
Might actually get an emergency garrison here. This might be winnable. First, need to clear them here. There's an army coming here as well. Looks like a Rise of Chaos army, not a Chaos Invasion one. And this army might be even ready to start fighting them next turn. Use the lightning strike here. 3 Chaos Knights, 2 Chariots, 2 Chaos Giants. There will be some damage to the Saurus. Well, right now it's looking okay, but I'm worried about the next wave. So, 3 hell cannons, no other range units. They do have a flyer there. We might try to see how the Colossodon works against the Manticore Lord. It could be interesting. Yeah, we'll do some science in this battle. It's not like we need that unit with us. It's mainly just to help the Saurians clear the Chaos Knights faster. Take this area here and do some science. I've been testing these units all around to see how it performs against different units. This is a highly irregular unit. It's basically anti-infantry unit turned to be anti-large instead. It should be able to destroy the Manticore, unless the Hell Cannons help too much. We can cast Shield of Sulfury by casting Deliverance to Itza in an area if they are losing. Try to avoid the Hell Cannon point blank. Fireball. Where's the maneuvers? Okay, nobody died. Straight fight of their lord. What is that cooldown of fireball, man? Oh, I was just Reiki there. Let's see how this goes. We're gonna need Shield of Sulfur here, custom here. No matter if this unit loses. But it looks like they're dominant against the Manticore. Hell Cannon is way too close here. We've totally murdered the Lord of Manticore without a Hell Cannon firing. We can get a new one in 10 turns, but it's unlikely they're gonna die here anyways. Look at the damage he did. It's massive. Well, this is a very good unit to kill the Manticore. It's definitely exceptional anti-large unit. 1-on-1, it has all the advantage. Give it a buff and it's amazing. You guys had enough. Just go chill. They'll live. Oh fucking hell. No. Let's see if they shoot him now. There's maneuvers! There's maneuvers! See in 10 turns. Goddamn homing missiles! Those cell cannons had enough with them rank 8 and rank 7. It's a regiment renown we can recruit instantly in 10 turns. Once he dies or to get disbanded. Goddamn snipers! But look at the lord there. That did massive damage. So it's definitely you know, worth considering 1-on-1 there. You have to learn these things, which unit can handle what. They're almost even against the Chaos Knights, and they kill a Croxigor unit. Chaos Knights will come down if we I'll go down myself. I have a really strong location here. That was a nice shot. Nice shot, killed 6 of them. Chaos Knights don't seem to care about a Hell Cannon. Chaos Warriors there. Send these guys forward. That's a waste of fireball. Send the Saurus to fight the Chaos Warriors. Nobody fight at will. Alberts will lose decisively to the Saurus Warriors. Even the Chaos Warriors will lose. Chosen great weapons, well that's a different story. Send all the dinosaurs there. Damage there. Let's see how this unit actually does in melee against Manticore. Man, Manticore is so weak. Even the Pterodons will do pretty good damage there. Give me some more save. Terrans do good here. Don't wanna lose them all. We actually need this unit against Hell Cannons. Send all the Saurus forward. We'll get terrified by the dinosaurs. A lot following us there. 90 speed versus 90 speed. Okay. Science cost both was flying units, but they're both regiments now, so it doesn't really matter. If this guy goes down, we can use the Dread Saurians to tank the Hell Cannons in the next battle. God damn man, this one's are so good looking and on a kind of some mount. Barney did good, 55 kills. Good job, Barney. Which magnets, do ancient crocodiles get mounts? No. No, they're large. They should make a like a drop in for the ancient Croxigor. He should be carried by a bunch of pterodons and then just drops from the sky into the crowd to murder the enemies. The ultimate charge. Punishment here is 40%. It's between 40 and 50.
No.
We can just go into the town here. They don't want to target. They'll besiege it, but we can lightning strike out of the town. Yes, we'll fill this now. Look at this. Clear. We cleared this area. Cookies is scavenging through the ruins of Ultron. It's a post-apocalyptic survival game here now. He's looting the ruins. Another Zod servant. There's gas up there, and there seems like they ruined most of these places here. This area is currently safe, but we want somebody guarding this crossing here. Put him here for a moment. Dalbheim Herrick still stand. Looks like this was recently settled. Mindenheim has been raised by the chaos. He got their revenge. The Empire is slowly losing, but it's gonna be a while before they snap. The dwarves probably gonna assist sooner.
Soras. What are you, Chok Chok?
There might be more waves, and they'll be really bad. Got that 20% placement technology, make real climate look like joke. We won't need any more replenishment followers after that one. Almost, the moon is almost back in Lastria, and we'll be able to clear them better. Make Lastria great again by recovering the other lost cities. The High Elves have been utterly destroyed, which is a shocker. But then again, the Dark Elves are still up, so there's still some elves there, and the Wood Elves are fine as well. So the Elven Master race is still active. I'm not sure where the Arcane is, but he still has a very strong amount of armies. Slightly behind Dwarves. And this invasion of Southland is a huge success for the Chaos so far. Setter has lost. You can't stop them. There's not even much Chaos, maybe 15 armies. Not even that much. Spread the plague. God damn it, what the... Realignment of order. There's a chaos invasion happening, and these bastard racers still have fine time to spread the plague here. Might start recovering soon. How much money do they have? Moderate.
Beyond your comprehension.
I'm to save King's Good. Don't have time to recruit more units.
No scum.
4 halberdiers, 4 regular, 4 chaos marauders, 2 chariots, 1 horseman, marauder, 1 chaosman, 1 hell cannon. Little light. They just interrupt their recruitment or staggered an army. Need to get somebody else to take over this recruitment. You have the money to burn. Keep recruiting. You need to avoid that plague.
I think not. Asinine bottle.
Snipe the chariots while the hell cannon is shooting us. Then we snipe the hell cannon. And we shoot the chaos spawn and the marauder horseman. There's still 4 halberdiers to deal with. We'll get the reserve here. This guy comes here without help. 78 melee defense. Damn. 78 melee defense. 98 leadership. Looking almost as good as the Emperor Halberdiers Kappa. Birds are depleted, so we can't really deal with the hell cannon there. I guess we'll let just the Saurians take it. There are 4 hell cannons, so we definitely have to avoid getting shot on our infantry. We'll let the Dreadsaurians take the damage. Massive health pulse and we have healing.
Only you, Doctor.
Django says I've just finished over 20 or 10 times Chaos campaign. It was so fun, only elves in last year died, and my cavalry is like 170 armor per unit. 20 OP late game. Yeah, but it's pretty good. There's actually 5 hell cannons. One was hiding in the trees there. And they're engaging with 5 hell cannons. They're interested. What happened to that chariot? I was like, nope, nope. Don't charge the Dreadsaurian with the chariot. You mad? My Carnosaurs. Help them. What do we do? We have an extra terran unit there. Send it there and send the cool ones around. Send these guys forward. Those Dreadsaurians will get killed. There's too many units around them. They need helpers to fight these units, but they can still damage them a lot by surrounding them with the several units. We should get a Shield of Suffering going. Just blow this shit up. John is separated from the Carnosaur there. suffering going. Plus, they have protection bubble, which gives damage resistance. Pull out the Saurus and let's heal some large entities. Grandus Pepe has regeneration. Sending actually this guy to deal with the giant. He was locked in a charge animation, look at this. He doesn't want to listen. Yeah, stopped. Get him down, Rollo. Get him down. This one has pretty good gear, so we should be able to handle a giant even one-on-one. High Chaos Dwarfs still fighting, very nice. So you're telling me if I cast this and I cast this, we get double? 91% more save. Look at that double bubble. There's one is called the Shield of the Old Ones for 22%, and the other one is called the Supreme Shield of the Old Ones for 44%. And they do stack. Well, that's how we're gonna do it when we tank Hell Cannons, just use the bubbles. It's temporary, of course, but it'll mitigate some damage.
Never. No.
The regular one lasts 17 seconds. The Supreme one 18. And the Lord Croak has a short cooldown on it, it's only 6 seconds. Of course, it's better to put one after the other. It's you're supposed to use those bubbles where you're taking the most damage. It's like a better Curse of the Midnight Wind. So lower their attack, but also the old one protects you from range damage as well. You use those bubbles where you expect to take the most damage. Those bubbles win battles. We could weaken this army as well, or we can finish off these two.
Your comprehension.
If I don't weaken this one, they might just go for the Kazakh Steakhouse. I don't want to get an emergency garrison here. I already planning to get one here because it's better in here.
Beyond your comprehension. I think not.
I think we have both. This is ideal auto-resolve, but we're damaged, so no auto-resolve, otherwise it would be super convenient. This unit can't do anything with only one, so just keep it here. Those blessed quests add. Plus some healing before the fight starts. We won't draw Volkong's army anytime soon. Not sure. Put them in groups of 4 because it can only heal 4 targets here. I was planning to do it with Scarsling, but the order was too strong there. You can get to the short campaign victory with, but once you get into the late game, when the Order have a lot of allies, it's a totally different story at that point. You start fighting also the one of the better best units with rank 7. Those hounds going in front of 3 Carnosaurs. Somebody fire at will. Give me the big one. there are always donation goals for special campaigns manuals, so who knows.
Soros eats. Soros.
These guys are stomping everything here, give them a little bit protection. Let's go boom here. Boom there. Give me juice. That's a good grinder for the Saurus. Just the right units to fight here. These guys actually been hit and the marauders were killing the wounded ones. Just the blessed one. Might be able to catch that. You could definitely go with 15 Carnosaurus with some healing and support. They'll definitely be stomping around. Some armies might do serious damage to them though. Might even kill some. This looks okay. Stay outside the city this turn. Get the replenishment guaranteed. Looking for the focus of mysteries. I feel like Slans should have not just banishment here, but also like piercing bolts and burning, and like Pit of Shades. Through millennia of study, total mastery over magic may be attained. You get banishment. Be like 3 different spells from 3 different lores. The ones that do massive damage. Maybe one of them massive support and 2 massive damage. Interlude actually has presence around. What do we have here? It looks red. If it's red, it can be this one. It can be this one. And it can be this one. So just go red too. Try to remember this option for the next time. If it's not, it's not. It was a different color.
Beyond your comfort.
And Garab is actually getting destroyed here as well. How does Clan Rictus look like militarily?
Mighty am I.
13 settlements left. They're getting wrecked too.
Horned am
Clan Molder is getting ignored by the Chaos Invasion. What the fuck? What the fuck?
I see death.
The war is still ahead of Warriors of Chaos, huh?
An ad.
It looks like they're busy still finishing off some of the factions around the Badlands. We have some weird bug going on with the value of the resources. Just went down again by 15%. I've never seen it happen before this campaign. Yeah, but the moment the chaos are going through the area, they usually declare war on the manual. It's almost guaranteed to happen, so it's pretty rare to see it's not happening yet. Some emergency garrison here. We have the treasure to support it for a bit. Only the pecs. It's gonna be rough with only the pecs, but this guy is pretty tough. Pretty tough. Give him an opal amulet. Give him the overblade. Give him Discord. Potion of speed. Professional Pepega is the shit wizard. We have a better item here. Still recurring there. We do have alignment of war here, so it's mass advantage. Especially for the balance of power and outdoors will make things convenient. This plague could totally wreck this area, and if the chaos come going down, we're definitely gonna have to go there, risk it. How long will this last? Seven turns. We'll switch the commandment to try to fix it. drop this for more industry here. This will hit strength 5, so we'll get even more public order. Connected through Winter Tooth. And this hits 10. They brought 2 arms to Laxlan. Well, damn. We do have tier 5 here. 3 armies. So one was in fog of war. Now losing this city is a big deal. Let's see what we can do here. Doesn't look winnable though, but you never know. The towers are deadly. They did get a set of siege towers here. And they're all coming from this side. Well, we'll try to definitely buy a lot of time here. Our units on the walls are far from ideal. They can get shot by the hell cannons as well. The skinks are very weak in garrisons and even weaker against chaos, proper chaos armies.
Rodents.
It's a skip-tack.
Why are these 3 units not Saurus in the garrison? Should be Saurus warriors with spears. Or pretty much Saurus warriors. It's a tier 5 city. Standard we get tier 1 units in a tier 5 city. These units are pretty bad to hold the walls, but somebody has to do it. We need the firepower from the walls. The towers are devastating. Let's try to destroy both hell towers, the both towers. Well, like we may get lucky there. Let's go tier towers. Go to tier towers. Whoever balanced that shit, they did a very good job. Of course, a good job. Oh my god, both of them? Oh boy, oh boy. Who balanced this shit? I don't know, but I'll take it. Still 3 armies, you know, it's not a joke. They have rank 7. In the melee we lose because they have no experience. We can still do massive damage here though. Losing this tower is gonna suck because we're gonna lose so much damage there. The enemy these Croxigors are losing to Chaos Trolls. They kill 5 Croxigors just like that. Yeah, they're rank 7. Rank 7, so yeah. Rank 7 makes everything different. But 6 Croxigors haven't killed a single troll. God damn, they don't have enough attack. Our garrison can do melee. Can't really do shit in melee. It's veteran units. It's a really weak garrison. But the towers are very powerful. They had 2 armies, so be totally winnable. These Temple Guards are getting killed like they're nothing. They have no experience, no battle skills, nothing. They just lose against veteran units in the garrison. Before they added free experience for the AI, these battles would totally doable, but with experience they got much harder, which you know it should be. Otherwise just free wins. Which makes the 9 army chaos even more pathetic. Just can't hit him in melee. You're not getting any hits. They have rank 7 and massive defense. We lost the city because most of the money was the Southlands. But who would have expected Ultron to get raised like that? These guys haven't lost a single soldier and they killed 64 skinks. Still massive damage in their armies. Take them at least a few turns to recover this. Damn, they killed 2 Chaos Warriors in charge. 3? Holy shit, that's devastating. I kinda wanna make sure those guys actually do something there. I feel like we missed like 2 proper units for the gates, like a Feral Stallion. Anything but this shit's here. Just good for dying in the garrison. It's probably just already in their favor here, but you never know. Just need probably a little bit more shots on these units that got here. They broke through here. They broke through. Yeah, we need a little bit stronger units at the gates. They won't just because they have rank 7. That's pretty much it. Pretty much it.
Buzz my skin.
Even these OP towers are not enough.
Sudden.
And Nature's taking 41 kills, come on. 10 minutes. Rank 7, man. Rank 7 OP. Yeah, we almost no morale here, but we still getting killed.
Shotgun.
This was actually close. We were at like rank 5, I think we would have won this. They were rank 5. They just have way too much leadership to route here. These guys did good here. The enemy just have enough numbers here. The OP towers did enough damage, but with the rank 7 they have too much melee defense, and our units have no melee attack to fight them. Because we are primarily fighting melee once they get to the walls. This lowers accuracy and missile damage. Yeah, legend. Well, I'll take the city back with Mazdamundi. Like, there was one army here, and 2 armies were showing to attack, and then out of full war, the 3rd army arrived. Because with these walls, you can win against 2 armies. 3 armies, no. The garrisons are pretty weak. It's all about towers. The skinks just die. The cohorts in the against chaos. What rank can Colin just be one-man army? Also, how do you transfer the entire horde to Colin from Prince Eagled? Well, you go to the character sheet and you have at the bottom right replace Lord. The trolls smack these Croxigers here. It was very close to army losses, very close. If they were rank 5, I think we would have won this battle. Losing a tier 5 capital, a landmark, that hurts. Fucking hell, another one. 4, 6 giants. If I auto-resolve, they take minimal damage. Towers can devastate these armies. But we can't really save this area, we can just weaken them so the Cetra can maybe fight them off. Goddamn skin cohorts in the garrison tier 5 city, what the hell? They have no siege towers here at least. We're gonna have to do damage here, otherwise Cetra is guaranteed to die. The 20 chaos armies coming. At least destroy all the hell cannons and maybe giants. If they don't have high rank giants in the armies, I think the Tomb Kings will win in Out Resolve.
Turn off Mars!
Somehow Cetra has lost the whole coast. So not only the Ultron has been destroyed, but the Cetra has lost the whole coast. And the Chaos have reached the rank 7 units. They just don't die anymore. And look at this 80 melee attack. When you don't have proper range units, this shit just gets into melee and kills people. The invisible skinks here on 3 towers, so we can take down hell cannons. They're probably just gonna try to breach a wall. Emperor is very powerful, but the only real broken faction are the dwarves, really. If we ignore the chaos, it just gets bullied.
Got a sword!
There's no towers on the right side, and look at this. This right side is so vulnerable. And where the AI puts their hell cannons here, in front of 3 laser towers. This is basically each tower shooting a luminarch shot. These guys are almost useless. Just put them to manage towers here. 4 temple guards. So what we can do here, we have to hold the towers as long as possible so we do damage. We can win in melee, we can win in the center. We just delay their attack on the wall so the towers do as much damage as possible. With luck cause army losses, but it's unrealistic. But we want here to diminish these armies to the point where they won't be able to just stomp the rest of the regions. At least the Cetra might recover.
Javelins Rudan.
Hell is that other one here? Let's put him invisible here. This guy's just out of sight from towers.
Hands off, you! Go! Hexoatl! Last junk! Something!
Steak.
Temsok, you! Cut my head! Solklar!
Steak.
What a soul! To clear it! Sword as it's hard on top.
Javelins.
Temsok,
Ulaskin.
you! It's our sword! Temsok, you!
Hard tempers.
Kumash Lizard! Drop Tarkash! Sancho Koga!
Looking very good on the armor losses here.
Sotek. Takal.
Tekor! Gores loose!
These guys are out of range. And I guess they just have this in range, yeah. Send this skill a little bit back.
Drop Taka! Drop on!
Don't want to lose that tower there.
Sarkats!
Send his kings around. Giant here. We also have temple guards here. Still he's killing here, no problem. They could have went up on the tower instead of just losing all the infantry there. They didn't. Looking very good here right now. Probably doing little damage and still kill them there. Army loss is imminent. Army loss is imminent. His game is alive. Yeah, I fucked it up. I can't believe we won this, but you know, you can always rely for the AI to fuck up every now and then. If they had the siege towers, it's been a total different story here. Towers are just godlike. Seen when that army went back and created that pile for the towers, that's when they lost pretty much a whole army within like 3 minutes. They probably did that because one of the hell cannons was just entering the field as reinforcements. That was a huge battle loot, 18,000s. And a huge win as well. Keeping this city is great, even for a few turns. Look at the wall here, all ruins. High elves have been destroyed. Like what the hell? They got swarmed, so they were just taking casualties and not be able to recruit new units. Order of Chaos has been destroyed, that doesn't mean anything. Karzakarak, rank 3, rank 1 and 2 are the servants and puppets. So for some reason they're not in the diplomacy list. We are rank 6, getting another army. Mazdamundi is coming back to Lastria and it cannot really be defeated by these armies. We'll be able to take over some territories. Losing this city was a setback. It was a big loss here.
No.
But they had the armies in fog of war. Hopefully Itza does not get destroyed here before the next wave. I'm gonna land in Temple of Kara and then we'll start clearing from there. We need to retake Tlaxlan. Or we can just go land to hide janitor shit wizards here. There's another army here, no big deal. These guys will take a few turns before they start recruiting again. This the creeping jungle is a big buffer province because the terrain is really bad. The only way to approach it with a good movement is here and here. And if they want to cross this area here or this area here, it takes forever. So the jungles of the Green Mist is still okay. Well, this is not looking good. At least they haven't recruited those units we destroyed. This should be fine, unless they send reinforcements. They can't send reinforcements unless... it's tier 4. They can't send reinforcements unless they defeat this area first here. Losing this city would be even worse than losing this one. These guys will retreat when we attack them, same here. When the horde loses from this faction, they usually just stay there for a few turns. It's made like that on purpose, so people don't have to chase them through jungle. I think this is like the CA thing to do to you know, minimize the whack-a-moling with the puppets of chaos. But after several turns, they'll start moving again and recruiting new forces. Remember Dwarves hold back 10 times chaos? The Empire is it's kind of like slowly getting destroyed because the Dwarves are not really fighting them. The Dwarves are still busy fighting in this area here. They are almost... I think they just cleared the Inclination. I think they cleared the Inclination. Oh, still at war Inclination. Oh, so it looks like this game might have these islands here. So dwarves are not really helping against chaos. That's why the Empire is losing. But if the dwarves and the Emperor were fighting the chaos together, even 10 times chaos would lose. It's one of those situations where it's very good for chaos. It's the same thing happened to Ultron. Lothern and Avalon were fighting to the very end. Then the Lothern got finished off by the chaos, and Avalon then just got destroyed the moment the chaos invasion started. But they were doing okay until then. For some reason, Alariel and Tyrion are fighting nearly every single campaign. We should go destroy this. It might be even convenient auto-resolve. Although, we should be getting 2 more units to minimize losses in those convenient auto-resolves. That's convenient. Let's see. We should not waste movement here or here. We'll just ignore them for now. We'll still keep army outside the city, so they don't get besieged to block replenishment. We have 38% replenishment here. Technology is coming. On 3 turns, we're gonna get another 20, up to 50% replenishment. As long as they don't put this province over 50 corruption, which will take a couple of turns, we'll be able to replenish outside the cities. That's why we need to take this city here, so they don't corrupt this area. So we can still move freely to this area without taking corruption, and so we can replenish every turn. If we can replenish every turn, there's a standard chance. The corruption in the area has to be 50% though, so still a few turns. Got all the good stuff here. Two more skills, huh? This is a King Chief. We keep him on the stay then. We have assassinate specialist replenish troops. Don't really need anything down there, just get this 9 charge. Doesn't really matter. Okay. It looks like they're trying to cross it again here. These are the arms that destroyed Ulton.
No. Beyond your
It looks like all three are from the Chaos Invasion. When they have close to 20 units and not like 17 means they're from the Chaos Invasion. Because the Chaos Invasion happens on top of Rise of Chaos, so not every army is immediately upgraded to Chaos Invasion. It happens next wave, when they get pretty much almost full Chaos Invasion. Because with that 70 armies of Rise of Chaos, and then when the Chaos Invasion happened, it filled up to 90 with Chaos Invasion armies. It's usually, if it happens immediately, it's 17 then 20. And then when most of the Rise of Chaos armies get killed before the next wave, then it's over 70 armies of Chaos Invasion with some remnants of the Rise of Chaos. So the second and third wave are the most dangerous waves of the Chaos on 10 times Chaos.
cease.
We have Lightning Strike here. Yeah, this is about Chaos Invasion armies. Not convenient to auto-resolve. 3 Hell Cannons. We have no counters to Hell Cannons. We just tank them with Red Saurians. This army could use some Pterodons to Hell Cannons, but we have healing and lots of power, so we can just tank the damage. 3 Hell Cannons can't even do that much damage. It's barely under 15,000, I would say. 4 Hell Cannons do like 20k. Shooting Saurian with 15 missile resistance. So the only vulnerable units to Hell Cannons are the Temple Guard, and that's the only way they actually can kill something here. Shooting Temple Guard with the Hell Cannons. So we give them big targets here. The Red Saurians are easy to hit. And we're using healing to keep them up while they're wasting all the shots. I mean, they're doing damage, we're using power. It's fair trade. This is how we deal with Hell Cannons with this army. We let the Red Saurians get shot. When Hell Cannons are empty, we go fight. Red Saurian has 50,000 health and 50 missile resistance. Have a slum lot of life with lots of power. We also have 2 Bastillions of Verification Crystals, just to keep the Saurians alive. When they get closer, we just murder them with massive melee damage. Best Elizabeth unit to counter the Hell Cannon is Pterodons, but they would be microed a bit to avoid getting hit himself. The safest one is use the Stegodon, and just shoot it. 3 Stegodons can kill a Hell Cannon pretty fast with long range shots. If you include healing, Red Saurian has over 26,000 health. And the Mini Pepe does have the power to fill them up. Hell Cannons have 25 shots each without the technology and battle skills. Not enough to do any damage to Red Saurians, really. It's almost impossible to even kill the Red Saurians with melee units in multiple battles. We would really have to keep it in against some halberdiers in serious range. And since they don't have serious range, only multiple units of halberdiers over several minutes would have to kill us the Red Saurian. Depending how much damage you need to take in Spoon, it's also a bit longer cooldown. Okay, that's fine. Put 4 here to the sides. Use artillery to throw them in. This one have taken massive damage. It's still fine, it has 10,000 health. Then we should some halberdiers here shoot them. We have 2 feral Carnosaurus with a giant on the right side. This one should just be on the left side. This one is fine to stay here. They're still not moving in for some reason. Oh, we have plenty of time. Good, they're actually not engaging here. Okay, they woke up. You can see it's healed fine. The overcast there with no waste. Send the sword in here. I'll fire at will. We have a very good attack here. Chaos spawn is coming as well. We'll let them make contact here. Actually, not as a Carnosaur, just going in. Alberts are coming here, so the Dread Sword is kinda wasted here. Just take massive damage. You can go charge that. Guard mode. John is doing some damage. Should just get rid of their attack. Power. A lot of beasts have Curse of Mana here, which lowers the attack for 9 seconds. This is smoke monster around troops here. about to suffer army losses. I'll use the remaining power to heal some of the damage units. You can see in melee with support the Red Swords didn't even take that much damage because we were using them against the right units. Just don't send them into halberds. If you have high enough morale on the Emperor Halberdiers so they don't get terrified by the Red Saurian attacks, and you have handgunners nearby, they would totally win against the Red Saurian. Especially the AI, if they can do that like that. Halberds is enough to pin it, and then the handgunners in a couple of walls would probably not fully kill it, but make it go rampage and rout eventually. We're gonna be attacked here by 3 armies, huh?
No, scum!
Not really ideal. This one has limited movement there. We don't want to get attacked by these two at the same time. But we haven't been in a good smack with this army yet. Okay, this should be just enough. You can just guesstimate this. This is not always correct. This army is at 19. We used to have I don't know what we even had, or did we disband it? Maybe it was a regiment of renown. Hail the armors of destiny. Oh boy. 1, 2, 4. 1, 4, 2, 3. So it's either yellow or purple. I feel like it's purple. I'm not gonna be wasting much time here. One, 2, 4, 3. I lost endurance. That's a good one. That's a good find. What the hell is going on here? Looks like eggs on Neheg are about to get wiped out. Cookie's scavenging in the ruins of Ultron. Didn't we had this last time? And I went with option without the F. It was not red, at least not the solution we picked. Yeah, this one is a little bit tricky then, if it's not red, red 2. Well, then it can be red. It can be red if it's not 2. This one has to go to the left, and then this just goes up, so it can be this one here. It's here, here. It can be those 2. There's an anvil here, and nothing goes down, so it's not this one. And we picked the option number 2 last time, so it's not red. But the distances for all the colors are, feel so off here. Maybe it's just a visual glitch. Because how can it be yellow? Look at this gap here. Look at this gap here. It can be yellow. And the blue is so weird. What? It has to be blue, it can be yellow. So we move this thing to the left. We have one below, another below. This goes to the right. So it's this area here. This one is here, here, and then it goes somewhere here. Are there no tasks here? No tasks. So is there, so we are looking for the proximity of this one with this one, where it goes when this gets moved to the right side, the left side. Then again, it has to go to the around. A little bit confusing how the blue looks like here. So the inner circle has to go left to the where the middle blue one is on the left, and then the outer circle has to go right. So this one is below the eye, which is here, and this guy goes down and then forward, which is somewhere around this area here. So it goes on this one here. So it's between 1 and 2. 1 and 3. 1 and 3, my bad. 1 and 3. And then we have this one here. It goes to the right above the eye, somewhere here. There is a distance of 2 tiles here. So it's either one of these 2 plus 1. Let's go with the first or third one. This one here is here, so it's unlikely. So by deducting this, because this one is too far, it looks like it has to be the first one. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, these guys didn't flee, didn't attack. Well, sucks to be you. We're getting an army of Stegodons for Geno, but we have to save settlements before the army gets recruited. We have a massive treasury, so there's enough time to recruit. With a different lord as well. Stegadon is like overall the most optimal, efficient unit of the Lizardman. It has long range sniping, and then it can still stomp in melee. I'm not even sure what to do with these Kings. The Kings are so bad against Chaos because they have too much armor. They forgot to give this unit AP. Being a blessed unit with 3 AP, it's just stupid. Should be a technology giving all the Kings +1 AP, weapon strength and missile damage. Or the blessed one should just get +2 AP, both skirmishers and the chameleons. It's not like these units exist in multiplayer, and there's no reason for them to be so weak.
It's a skink tank.
Snipe the Hell Cannon, but we can open fire on this thingy. We can totally ignore the Hell Cannon and just snipe their army until they start moving. We don't care one Hell Cannon shooting. They can shoot all day here. If I don't care. I'll just keep sniping their units. If they don't move, it's good for us. Snipe the Chaos Spawn first. This army, for Gen, I'm planning 15 Stegadons. Oh yeah, they start moving, so we should start the Hell Cannon. Where the hell the garrison at? We'll just put them in one big group, put them in a formation, and attack the enemy. We'll micro the units, let them just auto-attack there. Hell Cannon is down, just finish this Chaos Spawn a bit. Let's move back. We counter the fast units and then just harass them, because they cannot keep up with us. This guy's on a horse. Why is he standing there? 120 armor. They're just casual wizard, 120 armor. Oh, look at these chariots, they really want to die. Having blessed chameleon skins like this, they'll actually be just gonna poison themselves unless there's a big line of units in forward. Because how they shoot, they poison even within their own unit. It's one halberdiers, but this is 6 Stegadons. So the halberdier can't really do much. Where's your formation, friend? You can't fight large like that. As you can see, the halberdier just gets stomped. There's a lot of stuff here. Let's get rid of their attack. If you have wizards that lower the enemy attack and defense, you actually even the ground, so the melee works much better. But you also have to invest a lot of power into debuffing, but you could be investing power into, you know, doing damage as well. It's one way to make sure that the melee gets, your melee gets upper hand. There's a lot of terror here, so these guys can't really hold. Go in. Just need another debuff to attack and they'll all get terrified. Are those Chaos Warriors or Chaos Marauders? Just apply pressure and good night. All the Communist Kings are, yeah, they're decent, but there's no reason for the Blessed ones to have 2 and 3 AP. They should increase the AP on the Blessed Skirmishers. There's no reason to have such low AP. We're getting more Stegadons here. This is gonna be probably a must battle here with Roman next time. Getting Beast Driver for the Stegadons. This is gonna be a Doomstack. Low effort Doomstack. Items for Jano? No, we didn't have the time to put items on him. But we can put some. It's actually fine. We did just put this thing here. We're gonna save here. And we're gonna have to go do some stuff. And when I get back, we're gonna be playing some PvE. Next Warhammer 2 stream is tomorrow. On Wednesday. This campaign will continue for a while. We're fighting chaos and we'll see what's gonna be after that. But we are far from finished in this campaign. I'm taking my time with this one, chill. And we'll see what happens with the chaos and after. Thank you guys for watching and I'll see you later. It's probably in like 35-40 minutes.